let us start a few questions of part 1.
Hot one.
So a few questions of part 1 are speaking, and then a couple of questions in part 3 which we did yesterday, and then I will come to its main core part, which is Q card part 2. Okay, all right. So this is how it starts in your examination. Be prompt while answering. Whatever it will be, we'll see in the feedback. Can I see your ID?
Surely so.
What is your full name?
Ryan Sehgal.
What shall I call you?
You can refer to me as Ryan.
Why?
This is the question where I was stuck even last time. Yes.
Yes. Remember, part 1 is about reasonings. You need to present your reasons.
I went through that para shit. It just straight up stated reasons in part one. Reasons. Okay.
Okay, Jay, you're here. Thank you. Okay, before we proceed, I need to talk to both of you regarding your scores in reading. Please note down whatever I'm sharing right now. First of all, Jay Sethi, you gave me a test, you shared a link, and it was saying you finished your test earlier, isn't it? Jay,
Yes, sir.
how much time was still left?
10 minutes more.
10 minutes more, it was there. Okay. And for Mr. Ryan, it said how much time was left, Ryan, for you?
So 26 minutes.
20, okay, 15 minutes maybe?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, it's 25 minutes, 25 minutes at least.
Yeah.
At least. Now, my question is Ryan got 6, Jay Sethi secured 6.5. But the question remains is what did you do for your whatever time was left of the test? What did you do? Nothing. Okay, nothing. Remember, in your examination, you might be a brilliant mind out of IIT. It does not matter. When you are after excellence, you're striving for excellence. Every second counts. It's just like a drop of water. It's an oxygen for you, isn't it? So, Jay, if it is 10 minutes left, you could have revised maybe a couple of questions or maybe 3 or 4. It could have been a 7 for Ryan. It could have been 25 minutes. See, ruthless 25 minutes. You could have scored 7 maybe or even more. Always try to spend complete duration of the test with your focus. Even if you finish 40 questions within 45 minutes or even 50, my suggestion is you still have 10 minutes to go. Why not give it a revision? Maybe you will get 1 or 2 answers correct. Never run after the quantity because the countries you're opting for they run on quality rather than you can understand what I'm trying to say. Okay. Again, your homework remains the same. You will be sharing a reading test and this time one listening test as well before the class. This is my request, Ryan, especially to you because you have your examination, which is booked. I think it is already booked, isn't it?
Yes. Yes.
Please attempt reading and listening. Otherwise, we are running out of time. You might pass, but we never know without enough practice of the questions in pocket, anything can happen.
Exactly.
No chances. Okay. Now, Jay, please settle down somewhere quickly. We are proceeding towards part two, cue card of the speaking. Please put the heading as part two, speaking cue card. And I'm sharing a question with you so that we can study. Okay, Ryan, I have shared Jay with you also. Received?
Yes, sir.
Jay, is everything okay? You are taking a stroll. Are you all right?
Yes, sir. Just
Okay. You're coming out of somewhere. Mess. The hotel's messy mess.
I'm just finding a quiet place. The room isn't quiet.
Okay. Ryan, please read the question within and then we
Right.
will proceed.
Describe someone you know who has started a business. You should say who this person is, what work this person does, why this person decided to start a business, and explain whether you would like to do the same kind of work as this person.
All right. In the cue card of speaking, please keep making notes. You get 1 minute to make notes because most of the time when you get this question, it is not in the form of a booklet. It will not be in a booklet. They will share a piece of paper or a separate sheet where the question is written. And when you have 1 minute to make notes, you're done with it. They take back the question, booklet, sheet, or paper from you. So it is only your notes which remain your friend for the cue card answer. And to share your experience or your thoughts on the same, you get up to 2 minutes to speak. It's like an extempore. Jay, hope everything is clear. You are getting the concept of speaking part two. Hello, Jay. Okay. I will wait, Jay, for your voice if it can reach us. But I still proceed with Ryan. I need to do it. Okay. So you get 1 minute to make notes. You have 1 to 2 minutes to speak non-stop on the same topic. Now, 1 to 2 minutes. That means examiner can stop you after a minute anywhere, anytime. It might be 1 minute 10 seconds, 1 minute 20, 130, 145, whatever it's the wish of the examiner.
So
It depends
it's
on
the
the examiner.
discretion. It depends on the discretion of the examiner, right?
Discretion, yes, discretion. Jay, please interrupt me whenever you can so that you can symbolize your presence. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Another rule is if you can see, it says you should say, and there are a few bullet points in the form of question family. In your examination, you need to explain these pointers in the same sequence, which is maintaining your coherence for the topic. It seems logical. The way they have asked you the questions, it should be presented in the same manner. What if I break the sequence? If I do not remember, you do not have to remember. That's why you have made notes. And you are allowed to look into your notes. But Frankly speaking, I have not used note making while speaking in my school or college. Then why don't you go to just the same school or college anyway? Don't go to Canada. You're going to improve there. You're going to learn what they have done to progress in their life. Until now, whatever you've done, yes, it is a good achievement, but now it's time to modify. So you need to learn it. There is no other option. Jay, is everything fine? Jay, brother, I have lost you for your image and for the voice as well. So please find a place which is suitable enough, adequate for your Wi-Fi connection to be a powerful one. But I cannot stop. I'm really very sorry. I apologize. Okay. So what you need to do in your 1 minute is make notes, obviously. There is a way to make notes. How? The moment you receive the topic, the moment you touch the paper or the question, the timer starts. The time bomb starts clicking. So very quickly, first of all, note down the family, question family. Who, what, why, and explain. Who, what work, why decided, explain you would do the same or not. In a way, I'm saying shorthand, shortcut, short notes, which include the full questionnaire. I repeat for Jay, in 1 minute, you need to note down the question family, which is in the form of who, what work, why decided, explain you would like to do the same or not. Very quickly, within 15 to 20 seconds, note down the question family in this manner, in this fashion. And then for the remaining 40 seconds, make sub notes. Who? My father, brother, friend. What work? Blah, blah, blah. Why this decided person? Why this? Maybe some of the reason family, enough money, crunch, or anything. And last, explain whether would you like to do the same? Yes or no, with a reason. Every point or the bullet point which is mentioned here should have a reason, evidence. Generalized answers are a strict cross. What is generalized? Yes, I'm speaking in English. Congratulations. You cannot go beyond 6.5 then. Because it is asking you, you are the person who's going to answer. So it becomes personalized, not a generic answer. It has to have evidence. Just like we give reason in part 1, just like we give reason and the example in part 3, it is an amalgamation of part 1 and 2, where you need to provide reason for each bullet point you have. Any questions till now, Jay or Rayan?
Also.
No. Hope you are making notes, Jay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. Remember, once this session is over, from tomorrow, I will be taking your speaking mock test on a daily basis, especially till 19th of this month, as Rayan is having examination on 20th. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now, observe me because I'm going to present this answer. There are many ways to present, but I'm going to be having a gradual way of speaking today, not like yesterday. And don't worry, I have already taken my dinner. I have the energy, but let's be gradual today. Okay, Ryan, how do you start a topic or a debate in your school or college or in your competition? How do you start it?
So you state the motion, then you state whether you're for or against it, then you
Example
state the
or
facts.
the same. Example, please.
So, all right. If the notion is regarding women rights in Iraq,
Take the same question. Take the same question here.
all right.
Jay, you also think about this. How do we start? Have you heard about the word icebreaker? Have you heard about this term? Jay, have you? Jay, yes or no? No. You will be
No, sir.
you will be getting used to this term in your studies overseas because the English people or those who are in Canada or Western countries, they use consistent icebreakers in their presentations and their debates. However, in India, it is not a common scenario. The reason being, half of the generation is not having any idea what is an icebreaker. Icebreaker in simple terms is baraf todo. What is baraf todo? Nobody knows. Anyways, how will we start, Ryan?
So in this question,
How do you start your debates if you have?
if my debate agenda is this, that, right?
Think about it. Take your time. Jay, you also think about this thing, please. Let us brainstorm so that you can learn. Okay, I will give you a hint related to the same topic. Describe someone you know who has started a business. You should say who this person is. To be honest, I was not expecting this to come as a question to me today. But fortunately, I'm happy because it's now going to make me share the experience which I have in my mind about my best friend Dash. I'm quite happy to share with you. Can I start in this manner? Can I? One of this maybe? Any other method?
One of the methods can be you can be grateful for the question.
Example, sir. No
Yeah.
definition required.
This question actually makes me ponder upon the fact that how long the journey of XYZ person has come. And now this gives me an opportunity to make you understand the work they
Okay,
do.
yes.
That
Yes,
is,
acceptable. Jay, anything from your side, please, if you have? Jay, can you hear me? Okay, brother, I think your internet is
No.
playing games with you today.
Oh.
Anyways, let me start the answer.
Hello.
Yes, Jay.
Sir, like this take times when I had this friend, and then I will mention about the friend,
बेटा आपका ना
about the
वॉइस
relationship.
मैं I'm not able to catch it properly. Maybe because of the internet error. थोड़ा सा अगर पोजीशन या रूम चेंज कर सकते हैं इट इज पॉसिबल एंड यू नो व्हाट fortunately for both of you are going to Canada you might not encounter these such kind of errors with internet there.
yes,
Congratulations. Another point to go abroad. See how ironic it is? The technology makes us communicate from one place of the part of the world to the other. Yes, we are doing the same. However, it is not that revolutionized here, making us change the positions. Like saying, okay, Now observe me. I'm going to answer this question step by step. Okay. The question is in front of your eyes. Describe someone you know who has started a business. Oh my God, I was not expecting this today, but I'm very happy that you made me ponder about this topic, and I'm going to share my experience related to the same. There is no other person in my mind other than XYZ who just initiated a big business idea and got the funding from one of the best companies in the world, which is Microsoft. समझ आ रहा है मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ? Jay, Jay and Ryan,
Hmm.
I'm making a story.
Yes, sir.
I'm making a story. The cue card in speaking IELTS is a storytelling competition. Yes, it is.
Right.
Okay. So I have already told who this person is. I have not straight away come to the person's name. I made it a puzzle. I made it a jigsaw puzzle. Next point is what work this person does. Actually, if I exactly remember, it was 5 years ago when we were playing in the park and he was discussing about one of the business plans related to a restaurant. That time I made fun of him. I thought maybe this person who has no money left after his parents obviously are not giving him the money, how can he do or even think about such kind of thing? He cannot do it. But last week I was surprised. The person which I'm talking about met me at one of the functions and I was surprised. He was earning this much amount of money, having a chain of restaurants running in Delhi and other states of our country. Now, what work this person does, clear? I have not answered in one point. I have answered to the point, but taking a long route of storytelling.
Elongated the statement and gave a reason, right?
Yes. Jay, समझ आ रहा है? ठीक है सब? Okay. Then the next one. Why this person decided to start a business? The moment I saw him at the function, I was curious to know what made him come so ahead of his life, ahead of his time. I went straight away to him and answered, and I got an answer which surprised me. He said, my parents were not willing to spend a penny. The reason being, I was not studious enough and they had no trust on me. And it was simply, I wanted to prove a point that without money as well, I have my brain, which God has given me, and the purpose can be fulfilled by taking money from the investors. And I did the same. I pitched my idea to one of the competition and I got the funding. I started to prove a point, and now I am making a point again that at the age of just 27, I can be a billionaire. Third point again answered. Ryan, any
Yes.
question?
No, so clear.
No. Okay. Okay. We'll wait for Jay. Jay, understood? Okay. You were bothered by someone for a few seconds, but I think you have caught it. Now, the last point is explain whether you would like to do the same kind of work as this person. Frankly speaking, I'm so inspired after meeting this person last week. I've taken his number, I'm into his books of Instagram and Facebook, and I'm in constant touch with the person so that I can learn a few tricks of the trade. I would like to do the same because I'm also around 24 or 25, and 5 years down the lane, I'm looking, let's say, to make some amount of money, which is better. Obviously, it's mine, not my parents. I want to make them proud. So I want to follow his footsteps. Thank you so much for the topic today. Take care. Okay. Have you understood how we present the cue card in front of the examiner? Okay. This is a thorough study, step by step, how to make notes and how to speak. Once you get
So can
hold
you
of
send an example of making notes? The notes.
example of what? Making notes. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Please wait for 1.5 or 2 minutes. Let me make notes. Now, the first part of the notes I'm sharing with you.
Yes, sir.
This is the I've shared with Jay and Ryan Segli. The next part of the note making is on the way. Here it comes. Ryan first, and then to Jay.
Yes, sir.
Done. Please check if you have received. Have you seen the notes? I have not done anything extraordinary.
Yeah.
What I've done is I want to make sure that the moment examiner takes the question out of my hands, he snatches or she snatches it, I still have my ready in my notebook and I can speak. I need to follow the sequence. I might be good at making stories, but if I don't follow the sequence, I might lose a few inches here. Ryan, understood.
Yes.
Any questions?
No, sir.
No?
So do we have to write who, what, work, why you will be able to answer?
Yes, sir. If you do not know the question family, how will you follow the sequence? You might break it up. It might seem very little, very less work. Maybe it is of no use. Remember, the quality should not be compromised. It should not be compromised. Practically speaking, you guys, both of you need 6.5. Should I care about 6.5? 6.5 के लिए तो हमें हिंदी में बात करनी चाहिए ना. 6.5 के लिए कुछ नहीं बोलते. वो तो आप ऑलरेडी स्कोर कर ही रहे हो 6.5. Then why take coaching for even 1 day? Why not just practice question papers and then go there? Boom, get 6.6.56. Be happy with the visa. You're here that you want to score slightly better what you expect. If you're expecting 6, 6.5, let's go and touch 7. If it is 7 in your mind, why not an inch higher? 7.5. Or if it is already 7.5, go for an 8. Anyways, any questions for me till now in this one?
Sir, what was the last point in your notes after prove and positive? I don't get the word.
True and positive. Independent.
Independent, all right, all right.